Impeachment nung panahon ni Corona. Tatlo lang ang bumotong hindi i-impeach si CJ Corona or tatlo ang nag-acquit. The rest, ewan ko ano nangyari. Siguro, sabi nga na bayaran daw. So, yung tatlo, si Defensor Santiago, si Joker Arroyo at saka yung presidente ngayon. Pero anong nangyari sa'yo, presidente ngayon, budol ka pala. Yung nabiliban ng taong bayan sa'yo na bumuto ka in favor of CJ Corona na katumbas ni VP Sara ngayon. I mean, yung ginagawa kay VP Sara ngayon, ikaw na ang nasa likod ng ginagawang impeachment kay VP Sara. Alam nyo, itong mga tatlong bumoto noong araw, sila yung representation ng boses ng bayan ngayon na ayaw sa impeachment kay VP Sara. Panoorin natin ito. Oh, hindi naman pala impeachable eh. That's what happened kay CJ Corona and yun din ang nangyayari kay VP Sara ngayon. Kasi tignan ninyo, under investigation pa naman at pinag-uusapan pa yan sa Commission on Audit. Pero anong gusto nila? Nagmamadali silang i-impeach yung tao. Samantalang ang dami dyan, flood control, bilyon-bilyon. O yung bycam na ewan ko saan napunta yun, bilyon-bilyon. Tapos ito, 125 million. Abay, so impeachable sa kanila. Nang convict si Cayetano at saka si Bia, magkapatid. Pero tignan natin this time, may experience na kayo before. And then, well, nakikita ko, kabaliktaran ngayon eh. Yung mga bumoto ng convict noong panahon na yon, siguro nadala na sila noong panahon na yon na nagsisisi sila. So ngayon, this is the time na i-prove nila kung tayo man ay kung tatawid man ng impeachment na yan. Dito, I think ipuprove nila or babawi sila. Kasi nung panahon na yon, acquit si Marcos. Pero panahon ngayon, kabaliktaran nung ginawa niya noon. Oh, yan. Ganon din, confidential. Oh, confidential fund. Ay, sos talaga itong very political talaga, no? Like, paulit-ulit natin sinasabi. Confidential funds, kaya nga confidential eh. Kaya nga gumamit sila ng mga piatos-piatos dyan. Kasi pag ginamit ang totoong pangalan dyan, malalaman ng mga kalaban, papatayin nila yung mga intel na yan. Hindi nyo ba? Di ba may balita? Last month lang, may nabalita na pinatay na intelligence officer. Siguro nalaman kung sino siya. Ay.
Institution.
Ang katumbas niyan ngayon is magulo ang Pilipinas dahil sa impeachment na yan. Kung ano nang ginagawa, kumbaga walang kaayusan sa governance. So, wala ding pasok ng investor sa atin dahil very, yung kumbaga, yung lagay or sitwasyon ng ating bansa sobrang magulo eh. Hindi mo alam kasi may partisan na yun. Well, halimbawa, kung ikaw ay kakampi sa mga Duterte, wala eh. Pag didiskitahan ka talaga ng gobyernong ito. Convict Corona. Ay, nako. Ngayon, iba naman. Nakakita ako ng traidor.
Pagkatapos, pinahuli ko, huling-huli, buhay na buhay. Ganon ang ating korte dito.
Kino-question kasi yung pera ni Corona. Kung corruption pala or may something masama siyang ginawa, bakit ipinangalan? Yun naman talaga very reasonable na logic dyan eh. Bakit ipapangalan sa pangalan niya yung mga ari-arian na yan at ang pera niya na yan kung merong kababalaghan? Hindi ba ang daming mga politikong gumagawa niyan? Gumagamit sila ng mga ibang pangalan para itago yung kanilang ninakaw. And in fact, yung isang bumoto dito na acquit ay ganun ang ginawa ng kanyang pamilya. Kung sino-sinong mga cronies ang humawak. Natahimik sila lahat. Grabe, no? Grabe yung power nitong si
Why would a
Senator
suspected
Miriam.
criminal leave his calling cards at
Oh, yan. Pangalanan mga...
anak sa kaibigan na
Oy, time daw, time.
pinagkakatiwala?
Parang
Hindi
yung ngayon din lang. Naglabas sila noon ng survey. 80% daw ng Pilipino gusto ng impeachment. Pero ngayon, ano na? Ha? Ayaw ng mga tao sa impeachment. Pati ng mga... Oh, yan yung kay ito naman kay Arroyo.
I will not discuss
Joker
what
Arroyo.
both the prosecution and the defense had already argued. Esteemed colleagues, an impeachment aspires to be a judicial proceeding that makes it imperative that it stick to judicial rules. And impeachments must ever uphold the due process that no citizen, high or low, can be denied. That is why we wear judicial robes, as you see them, to listen, to ponder, and decide like judges according to law. What started in the House was not an impeachment. For an impeachment is an accusation accompanied by necessary formalities, attended by the appropriate solemnities, flanked by the liberties and guarantees that a genuine grand jury proceeding affords. The purpose is to arrive at a sound finding of probable cause, sufficient to lodge a valid complaint, charging real offenses before the appropriate tribunal. The Senate is being asked to remove the Chief Justice from office, all because he submitted an allegedly erroneous SAL-N. The Senate trial could be as close to a criminal proceeding in a court of law as non-lawyers can approximate. Thus far are all the great authorities agreed. What has happened is the passage that to which the Senate President once warned that we were veering close to a bill of attainder. A bill of attainder is a law passed by one house and approved by the other, creating an offense where there was none, inventing a crime out of actions, willful or not, that were innocent when they were performed. It is a legislative act of convicting an accused of acts that were not offenses in the very measure by which he is condemned, through a vote instead of a trial, on the basis of accusations taken as proof. I cannot imagine.
Diba? Akusasyon taken as proof. Tapos, magkakaroon ka ng decision or verdict base sa boto instead of a trial. Diba? I mean, parang kay VP lang. Bakit hindi nila dalhin sa korte? Kasi ito, I mean, pupunta ka ng impeachment trial nga siyang tawagin, pero pagbobotohan ng mga senador. So that is prone to corruption. You can buy anybody there. Yun yung point dito ni Joker Arroyo.
Removing a Chief Justice on account of a SAL-N.
On the ground of SAL-N. SAL-N lang kasi sabi nila parang erroneous, hindi tama ang kanyang dineclare sa state of asset and liabilities niya. Ganon din kay VP Sara. Sasabihin nila kasi itinago niya, gumawa siya ng sariling pangalan, Mary Grace Piatos, Piatos dito, Piatos doon, parang ganun. May explanation nga doon. The same as SAL-N. SAL-N na yan, pangalan ni Corona. O yung naman, tawag nito, yung confidential funds, syempre gagamit ka ng pangalan na hindi totoong pangalan nung mga informants o yung mga nagbibigay ng mga intel na yan kasi delikado po. Alam ng mga intelligence yan. Alam nila yan. Kaya lang, gusto lang talaga nilang pabagsakin itong mga taong ito, dito on the ground of Salen. Kay VP Sara on the ground of 125 million confidential funds. Sila billion-billion.
Today, we are one step from violating the Constitution and passing a bill of attainder. No one can stop us if we do not stop ourselves. This is not justice, political or legal. This is certainly not law. For sure, it is not the law of the Constitution. It is only naked power, as it was in 1972.
Naked power.
I had not thought that I would see it again, so brazenly performed. But for what it is worth, I cast my vote, if not for innocents falsely accused of offenses yet to exist, and if not for the law and the Constitution that we were privileged to restore under Cory Aquino, then because it is dangerous not to do what is right. When soon we shall stand before the Lord, I vote to acquit. Thank you.
Not to do what is right. Yan, kay Arroyo. Tignan natin kay Marcos na akala mo
Honorable Senator Judge Marcos.
Maayos noong araw, tapos ngayon kabaliktaran lahat. Akala natin continuity ang gagawin ng mokong na ito.
Mr. President,
the worst, even worse than Pinoy and the nanay.
The Lady Justice wears a blindfold for a reason.
Wow.
She is to render judgment based on law and evidence without regard to the circumstances and personalities of the parties involved, however controversial they may be. She is to dispense justice without fear or favor. We here all took an oath to do impartial justice according to the Constitution and the laws of the Philippines. And like Lady Justice, we are bound to do so without fear or favor.
Wow. Galing.
An impeachment trial is sui generis.
Wow.
But be that as it may, the Bill of Rights stands supreme over all the powers of government, including the power to impeach. And nowhere is this precept more apposite than in this case, where the government has mustered all the resources at its disposal, not only to secure evidence against the Chief Justice, but further to ensure his conviction. The crucial issues that have piqued the interest of the senator judges, as well as the public, were outside the original ambit of the impeachment complaint and have been brought forth only after its filing. Evidence on some of these issues came from questionable sources, beginning with the unidentified little lady to documents anonymously left on gates and in mailboxes.
Ganyan din kay VP. Diba? Akusasyon, yan yung evidence nila.
At the expense of
hindi maantay yung COA.
the sub judice rule, evidence had been presented to the public on several occasions, even before they were formally offered before this court.
Wow.
Worse, information was grossly exaggerated with the apparent intention to predispose the public mind against the Chief Justice. Notable examples would be the Land
Chabit with chicks pa.
Registration Authority report with a discredited list of 45 properties and the unauthenticated AMLAC report claiming that the Chief Justice allegedly owned $10 million. Still, the Chief Justice sufficiently addressed the accusations against him with regard to the filing of his Salen and the
parang si VP. In-address niya yung problema, sinagot niya, pumunta siya sa Senate at House hearing. O ayaw nilang pakinggan, gusto pa rin impeachment.
disclosure of his real properties.
Alam mo pala Marcos ikaw talaga nasa likod nito kung talaga ka napigilan mo to. Parang si PRRD. An ally from PRRD during that time, gusto nilang i-impeach itong si Leni Robredo. Kasi dinaya nga yun daw yung kay Bongbong Marcos during that time. Ano sabi ni PRRD? Tigilan nyo yan. Itigil nyo yan. Tumigil. Right there and then.
And pesos deposits. Relative to his dollar deposits, the Chief Justice believed that he was under no legal duty to declare these deposits pursuant to RA 6426.
Ganun din sa confidential fund. She is not obliged to expose kaya nga confidentially.
Which affords absolute confidentiality to all foreign currency depositors. This interpretation of the law is now being publicly criticized as flawed. However, it is known to all of us that quite a number of public officials construe RA 6426 vis-a-vis RA 6713 in exactly the same manner. In view of the ambiguous situation created by the concurrent application of the 1987 Constitution, the Salen Law, and the FCDU Law, and absent a determinative judicial pronouncement that resolves the contrary positions on this legal issue, the Chief Justice must be presumed to have acted in good faith. Indeed, it has been held that not all omissions and misdeclarations in the Salen amount to dishonesty. The framers of the Constitution intended culpable violation of the Constitution to mean a willful and intentional violation of the Constitution. Betrayal of public trust, on the other hand, was meant to be a catch-all phrase to encompass all acts violative of the oath of office or which render the officer unfit to continue in service. Both grounds, however, were contemplated to exclude unintentional or involuntary violations, errors made in good faith, and honest mistakes in judgment. Granting, therefore, that the Chief Justice violated the Salen Law, this certainly does not rise to the level of an impeachable offense.
Ganyan din kay VP. Confidential nga, ang kukulit.
We may be faulted for erring on the side of conservatism, but what we are doing is nothing less than redefining the relationship between branches of government. And when such great affairs of state are uncertain, the resulting instability puts every Filipino's future in limbo. This is an important, delicate, momentous event, and because of that, we should tread very lightly.
Wow.
We must be very, very careful and very, very fair in making this decision, because what we do today will reverberate throughout our social and political history, affecting generations beyond ours.
Galing. Kung ano yung gagawin natin today, it might be a precedent in the future generation. Wow, galing mo. Galing mo to lang. Galing mo mong budol na. Pero anong ginagawa mo ngayon?
When the furor has died down.
Ikaw ay tagapagtanggol dati, pero ngayon ikaw ay tagapag-abuso na.
And this political storm has subsided, I know that like Lady Justice, we shall find solace in the fact that this decision, though maybe not popular, was fair, impartial, and just. On the arguments presented and on the ground that the presumption of innocence has not been overcome, I vote to acquit the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court.
Kita nyo? Kita nyo yan? So, makikita natin yung comparability or comparison nung nangyari kay Corona at itong gagawin nila kay VP Sara. Ay, very shallow yung kanilang grounds, which is yung Salen kay Corona. Ito naman confidential funds dito kay VP Sara. Kasi kung talaga sila, the same. Sabi ni Miriam Santiago, lahat questionin natin. Kung corruption pala, lahat questionin natin. Talaga sila ngayon, dapat pati yung 4 billion confidential funds ni Marcos Jr. Questionin din natin. Tingnan natin. Magbunuang braso tayo. Yung confidential ng President at confi ng VP. Then there you go, makikita natin, masasabi natin na it's fair na justice. Kasi hindi ito justice, it's political persecution because they want to kill that person's future in the coming 2028. Ganun lang po yan kasimple, wala nang iba. Kaya nga kung nabubuhay si Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago ngayon, ganyan-ganyan ang kanyang privilege speech at ganyan-ganyan ang boto niya. Pero ang Marcos Jr. ang boto niya noon na acquit, ngayon siya pala yung promotor.